It's kind of weird to think I was actually at one point decent at this game. I think I peaked diamond.
Mhm. Yeah, this game, it's so hard too,
It is
and
hard.
it's so unlike any other game.
It is, yeah. But I played on my high school team, and we ended up like winning money. I was carried by
Oh,
my two
damn.
teammates. My two teammates were a lot better than me, but I mean, they needed. I mean, three people tried out. I tried out because I sent my friend who I played with like occasionally a picture of like the sign-up sheet, and I was like, haha, that's kind of funny. What if I tried out? And he was
Yeah.
like, you should. And I was like, you know what? It takes like the trials are like an hour. Why not? You know, might as
Yeah.
well. So just have some fun. It'll be interesting. And they're
Nice.
like, yep, only three people tried out. You're on the team, and they won money. I got a
Hell
lot
yeah.
better though, bro. Their coach was awesome. Coach Zach Tech. I loved him.
Cool.
But yeah, I peaked diamond like at the very end.
Hmm.
I started gold, I think, like before that, like I think beginning of that semester.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Damn, so you climbed.
yeah. I mean, again, I had a very like a lot of my mistakes were fixed that I was making, especially like with team play.
Yeah.
So you know,
I
it
mean, that
makes
makes sense.
sense.
It was the first time you ever on like a team setting like that.
Yeah.
I would imagine it takes a bit to learn.
But I mean, like a lot of my mistakes in normal gameplay too, even when I was solo queued, you know, it got a lot better.
Hmm. Yeah.
Why is Sam Darnold, or not Sam Darnold, excuse me, Daniel Jones good? Uh, Okay. So, on top of our technical difficulties here in the casting department, there are technical difficulties in the lobby. Uh, things are going to take a bit to get started, is what it looks like right now. We should probably reintroduce yourselves, though, since we completely missed that.
Yeah.
I am Green Lobster Monster, also known as Landon, joined by...
I'm James or Yogurt. Yeah, we sorry about the audio issue. Although it seems like it did matter because they were also having technical issues with the game. So, we'll see. It looks like we might be getting into the game here.
Maybe?
Again, this is I was saying before, but you
I
obviously
actually
couldn't
need to
hear
go
it.
through the whole spiel again.
This is the first time that we're seeing RL Black. So if you watched last week, you saw RL Red, who's the A team playing, but this is Black, the B team, and yeah, so it is RL Black versus Coastal Carolina. This is the first game of theirs that we're going to be seeing this year, so I'm very excited. This is, I believe, for the C3 Esports League, which actually Red has a game for after. We'll be hosting them once this one is done.
Unfortunately,
but
we're not allowed to commentate, but...
Yeah, but it looks like this game is actually about to get started.
Basically on time now.
And here we are, RL Black season begins on the NC State production stream, and I'm excited.
It looks like I'm excited NC State here. We have Chappie, Chromium, and Shintavion. I love that name. That's a cool name. Meanwhile, for Coastal Carolina, we got Meta Xylene, Cameron, and... You want to take a stab at that one? I think it's Cheery?
Yeah, Cheery.
I'll go with that.
But yeah, again...
I apologize for messing up, but that's a quick goal.
And that is
you gotta give us time to introduce people. Come on now.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see if you are the Coastal Carolina team. Just a couple whips in front of net. I don't know if they thought that the...
Well, I think what happened there...
Packers...
I believe Shintavion got multiple bumps there in the air. Got opening right at that net right up there. Oh! Ooh! Chromium wants that one back.
He almost wants to pat on the lead, can't quite get there. Again, it's NC State in the blue team and Coastal Carolina in the orange. And NC State, we're coming right back into it. I don't think the ball has been on their half so far. They're keeping up this pressure. One miss there from Chromium, but keeping this pressure up, going for the shots, and Shintavion finds another. And all of a sudden, we're not even a minute into this game, and NC State's up by 2.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say at the current moment, besides the defense just needs to get it together.
Yeah, that one, I don't think there were bumps on that one. I think NC State just put the pressure on, and it caused a hole in the defense, and there was another chance for Shintavion just high. Another chance off the backboard, a double commit for the clear. They are going to get it out, but here comes Chappie with NC State with the chance. Going to dribble it up, gets past one. Good 50 from the second, and another 50. Setting up Chromium. The pass back to Shintavion is a little bit too far.
Cheery misses, but this is still a scoring opportunity. Demo comes through, though. Coastal.
Yeah, looks like Coastal Carolina with their first potential chance here. Oh, and a double commit on it.
That's the second time we've seen that right there. They don't look like they're playing as a team. They look like they're playing separately. Again, they went for that, 2 of them. It's a pattern at this point. 1 is a mistake, 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern.
They seem like they might be a little out of sync. This could be that. We don't know. Ooh, and what a touch from Shintavion for their second goal of the game. I mean, they can't even talk before NC State scores again.
I mean, something's going on with Coastal. I can't imagine this is how they envision this going. Again, it's a lot of just timing mistakes, communication mistakes. That's the biggest issue right now.
A lot of those things snowball too, because once you're once you do a double commit, then you feel like you have to make up for it potentially, and go for another one, might lead to another one. This also is, I believe, the first game of at least the C3 league. So this could be the first game, or one of the first games that Coastal is playing together as a team. So, it could just be they gotta get through this, and once they get through this process, then they'll eventually come out stronger because of it. But
That is
as
the
for
hope.
right now, NC State they're not letting off the gas right here.
Yes. And that there's another one from Tavion as that's the hat trick in 2 minutes 39 seconds. You know, he's really putting it on.
Yeah, Shintavion is just not stopping here. And yeah, halfway through regulation of this game, and NC State's up 4-0. I mean, if you're a Wolfpack fan, this is a good start. This is what you want to see. And
Most definitely.
you know, coming off this kickoff too, NC State keeps this pressure up. But all of a sudden, potential chance for Coastal, but NC State playing well to clear it out of their side, get that corner boost, pass down to Shintavion. It's not on target, but here comes Chappie with the backboard. Can Chromium get there? He's gonna wait. He has the boost. Meta does not. Oh, and what a touch there. Gets it past all three to go in.
My goodness.
Oh, Chromium's second of the game. I mean, that was a nasty angle.
Yeah, at this point, it's turning into a snowball. And with these communication mistakes we've been seeing, the more of them that happen, the less you trust your teammates in a way, which almost makes you commit them more. I mean, they got to clear those comms. They got to settle here. They got to just really take a moment to almost meditate. Because they got themselves here. They're good at the game. We know that.
It's definitely a mental battle at this point. Yeah,
it is.
Right. These players are all extremely good at the game.
This is what, a best of 5, best of 3? What was it?
It's a best of 5, so
there's
still plenty of time.
You drop one. Not a good spot, but.
Oh, and just as we say it, Shintavion gets his 4th of the map. I mean, we're trying to say how, you know, it's not that bad for Coastal, but I'm sure for those players it feels pretty bad right now.
But again, that's why they all the more need to understand that this isn't over by any means. I've had situations in official matches, by the way, where things went like this, and the next game went the exact opposite, but Shintavion doesn't care. He's going to get another one anyways.
I mean, yeah, this momentum that Shintavion especially, but all of NC State's RL Black has here is, I mean, they're stomping right now. It's 7-0. Not even 4 minutes into the regular
Yeah. I mean, is there a mercy rule? You got to start wondering. At least for this one. And if you're Coastal, what do you do going into the next one at this point?
Oh,
that's the double hat trick.
The double hat trick, Shintavion. I mean, Shintavion looks like he's smurfing in this lobby.
Yeah. This is the point where somebody from like the org is supposed to come in and say, "Hey guys, maybe stop. Like, calm down, please."
And you know, I was gonna say this is it for the final scoreline. It doesn't matter if game 1 is won by 8 goals or if it's won by 1 goal. It still just counts for 1. So Coastal can have that knowledge, you know, in the back of their minds.
Yes.
This game is kind of over. Just GG, go next. But yeah, this is. When you're down 8-0, that's got to take a mental toll, and here it is. Cheery gets one back for him. You know, this is the perfect thing for them. You know, end of the game, say, no, you know, we still got it. We're still good at this game.
And that's very important, is to get that at least one proof that you can. You know, so they're going to lose this one. Let's be straight up. The pace they have to go at is unreal to win or to tie, take it overtime, but. The fact that they have proved that they aren't completely hopeless, that's big. We see another double commit there on the defense, but it looks like it's going to work out this time. This could be another one.
Another goal here.
That's now 2 goals.
Cheery gets the second.
That's 2 goals for Cheery. Cheery putting the team on his back right now, saying, "Guys, we're all right. Match isn't over. Things aren't impossible here." Again, that's so important right now. But.
And you know, it's as Rascal Flatts said, life is a highway. Sometimes, you know, there's some ups and downs. Coastal Carolina has a chance to, you know, really get in their groove. They're having some car troubles for this first game. But, you know, they'll get back to it. And, oh my gosh, Shintavion, 6 goals, gets the triple flip reset just to stall.
Well, that's a third. That is a third. In the past about minute, I think it's been 3-0 in the favor of Coastal. So if they can take that into the next one,
Yeah, this could
the
be
same momentum.
that these players can use to. It really is a mental game, especially when you're down this much. So I think that this means that we'll see a much better Coastal for this game.
I hope so. I hope so. Chappie not happy though. Chappie appears to have left the game, but Chappie, member of NCSU, maybe switching cars. That's I think that's kind of likely. Yeah, they're back. Yeah, 6 goals from Shintavion, 2 from Chromium.
That is.
We can't see Chappie styling anymore, but I believe there are several assists there.
Yeah. Yeah, Chappie was definitely a bit of a playmaker there, but yeah, NC State in the beginning was just tearing holes through the defense of Coastal Carolina. But
it felt to me like neither team really had that solid of a defense. I do mean neither. I feel like it for the most part, whichever team got on offense first was the one that just happened to be NCSU throughout most of the match. At least that's kind of what I think. Just looking at the number of saves across the board, they're pretty low for both teams. So
I mean, the ball really was in Coastal's side of the pitch for like the first 4 minutes of the game, and then once they did get some pressure, they did score 3 times. So
they did, yes.
That is going to be interesting to see if these teams do anything differently for defense on this game to see, if they want to change anything out, be more more deliberate with their rotations and who's going for what to try to avoid the double commits. But here we go into game 2. Again, RL Black is in the blue, and Coastal Carolina is in the red team. And Chappie going for a bump there in goal to try to get Shin a shot. Not gonna get through here. NC State once again does have possession, as they have for the majority of this series so far. And a nice pass back there, a little pinch, and here's an opportunity for Chromium. Puts it on, should be able to get out of there, but ooh, it's looking dicey there still, and the Coastal goal. Ooh, they're getting clears when they need to, but they are missing a couple that would be nice to.
They just need that one big clear. Meta, what I need to see this replay and look at Meta in particular. Something must have happened to him.
Oh, he got caught on the edge of the goal.
Oh, he did.
That's not how you want to start game 2 if you're
No, maybe a lucky break for Shintavion. Maybe he would have scored it anyways. But either way, NC State's up 1-0.
Yeah, it's up to Coastal to see if they're gonna say no and set the pace, or if they're gonna allow for more. And Chappie answers that question for me as NC State go up 2-0 once again, only 1 minute into regulation.
Yeah, this one not starting off so good. We're seeing some mistakes, some lift balls, some just maybe situational mistakes, lack of awareness, I don't know. But again, 4 minutes left, only down 2. A lot of time in this game.
And here's a chance, again, for offense here for Coastal. When they got the ball on offense, they were able to get 3 goals in that last about minute of game 1. So this is a chance for Coastal to get back on the board here and, even things out a little bit. But all of a sudden,
good
Cheery
save from Cheery there.
That looked dangerous there for a second with the demo. It looked like the net was open, but there's still 3.5 minutes, plenty of time for Coastal to make a comeback in this one.
I agree. Oh! That was a nasty angle on that goal.
I think I gotta stop opening my mouth about it, because every time I say that, Chappie or one of the NC State guys just hammers another one home, and it's 3-0 for the Wolfpack.
I don't know how you defend that once it's in the air like that. That was a nasty angle. Great shot.
And speaking of, here's a chance at a double. Can't quite get it with the clear off the wall. Chappie's gonna look to make it happen. Gets past one. Pass out to the middle to Chromium, who catches it. It's a little bit off, but NC State still have possession here. But no, Metazylene is gonna cut that off. Chance for the goal here. Not a great 50. Looks like NC State might be able to clear it. Chidi gets the hit, but not the touch on the ball. And Coastal keeps it in NC State's half. This pressure that they've been putting on is fairly good, but they don't have a lot of boosts. And now all of a sudden, NC State is on the offensive. Here
Like
it
I said,
is,
the pressure's
Shintavian.
been good, but the actual attack has not been. They've been good at maintaining possession on that side. Just haven't gotten many on net, it feels like. So I'm looking to see that change here.
It did look like two of the Coastal players went up as the ball came close to the net. And, you know, here's another opportunity for Coastal. Still, they're not out of this one yet, but a couple of whiffs from both sides that you really would have liked to see if you're Coastal. Is the clock is starting to tick down, and
It is.
you know,
Just 2
your
minutes
chances
left.
in this one are starting to dwindle a little bit.
Chromium going to take the shot here. Soft touch. Pretty easy to defend. But see, if 2 members of Coastal that were in that corner there don't like that as good of defense. But Meta going to take it up here. We're going to see if he can... Nope, gets demoed. Chromium said none of that. So it's just up to these two until he gets back. But Shintavian to Chromium. Maybe going for something a little bit fancy there. Didn't quite work out. But let's see where this goes from here. Shintavian just going to put it right there. Oof, just off net.
That was a nasty shot that almost went in from Shintavian. I mean, you saw him do the musty flick there, and Chappie just gets it in by himself. 4-goal lead, and another shutout going into the last couple minutes of this game, too. The last minute and a half.
Xylene there didn't really know how to try and defend it. Had to try and wait until the shot actually came. By the time it did, it didn't do anything.
Potential chance off the kickoff. It goes wide past Shintavian. Chromium with a nice save there. There were 2 NC State players going up, so could be a chance for Coastal. With rotations might be off for State, but and the 2 NC State players power through, and even if it doesn't result in a goal, I mean, going for the double. Shintavian just not able to get it, but yeah, this game, 4 goals in 1 minute is almost an impossible task, and it looks like
I've seen it happen.
Go up 2-0.
I've seen it happen. I believe.
True.
I believe. So we'll see how it unfolds here. 45 seconds left on the clock. It's getting less likely by the second.
Here's a potential chance, but what a clear. Gets it past almost all 3 by Shintavian. I don't know if it's just a great shot for him, if the rotations of Coastal, or they might be a little bit too far cheated up because they're looking for these extra goals, but with 30 seconds, it looks like NC State are gonna take game 2.
At this point, I'm not a believer anymore. Sorry to say. I think this one is going to go to the side of NC State, and they're going to go 2-0. They need to channel whatever they had going in the in like the last minute of that first game. Because if they don't, this is going to be a very quick series. Defense looked better. The pressure looked better.
Yeah.
But they weren't getting the shots that they were getting at the end of that first game. So I really don't know what to say.
I think it was also NC State on defense this time is doing a lot better job of getting a couple demos that were able to stop the offensive attack. A couple clears that made it past all 3 players, which...
Yes.
You know, if you're Coastal, that feels like something that they might be able to change for this game to keep that offensive pressure up. But you were right, Landon. Like, they did have a lot of looks on offense, but they didn't. Obviously, they weren't able to make much of it. But it definitely was. The NC State team seems to be more. They go for bumps, they go for demos, and it's gotten them a couple goals so far through the series, which I don't think Coastal has.
I think that they're just mechanically better. I think that their teamwork is better. I think that their strategy is better. Again, Coastal, obviously, great players, great team, but I think that they are, from what we've seen so far, could all change right here, but so far they seem just outclassed. So
yeah, Coastal Carolina has everything to do, as they are on match point in this game 3, to stave off the sweep. We will see if Coastal can pull something together, because again, that at the end of the first game, they strung together a couple goals, but they weren't able to in game 2. They got shut out. So if you're a Coastal fan here, you would like to see them get off to a stronger start with some offensive pressure, and try to get a goal.
Yes, but to get into it here, this is match point for NC State. This is also sudden death for side of Coastal. That's a quick goal. This is the first lead we've seen from Coastal this series. 19 seconds in, 98-mile-per-hour fastball just off this pinch right here.
Yeah.
Very good work from Metaxylene right there.
Yeah, Metaxylene. I thought that it was a nice clear, but they weren't going to go in, but all of a sudden it was. It looked like Shintavian had no boost, was just predicting on that clear, but wasn't able to get it. And that was well played by Coastal. They take advantage of that opening in NC State's rotation, and they're able to get the first goal of this game, which, like you said, is the first time in the series.
Yeah, first time in the series they've had the lead at all. As opposed to last match. Oh, that's exactly what you said they should be doing, by the way.
Yeah. And I mean, here we go. They, all of a sudden, so far this game, pretty much all the pressure has been Coastal. Obviously, I say that as NC State takes possession, but Coastal has had some good looks. That's a nice touch there from Metaxylene, but I think it actually got over one of their players. I thought it was one of the NC State players. So here's a chance for NC State, but looks like maybe too many players committed to that attack, and here's a chance for Coastal. They're coming in, getting it past the defender.
That's a 2-0 lead as Cameron W18 puts it through. Much slower this time, half the speed the last goal. It doesn't matter, only one defender back. Thought the cheers go for the dump.
That was just a nice 1v1 beat, some nice dribbling.
1v1.
Got it past,
they clearly had two people on attack there versus one on defense. So it's not. You know,
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
That's not a 1v1. You have to watch out for
the defender had to be thinking
there.
about the pass to the first player for sure.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, NC State putting up some pressure here, right off rip off this kickoff, and Chappie looks like he found an angle.
Oh. Metaxylene reacted just a second too late. Nope, almost got there, but seemingly had to think about it.
It was that touch by Cheery. The way that the front of his car kind of hit the ball and then backed off. Chappie noticed that opportunity and just took a perfect shot. Upper 90 in the top right corner. And it looks like Chappie's going to look for seconds here. Can't get the double, but Chromium brings it home. And game 3 is tied, just like that.
2-2. So, again, Coastal looked so good for a bit. Seems like things are starting to go back to the way they have been. What did they change up? What do they need to get back to here?
Yeah.
Let's see if they can do it. This might just... Okay. A little bit off target. Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Intentional miss on the kickoff.
Yeah, it looked like a fake, but they didn't have anyone there to go with it. So, maybe they had the read that Coastal wasn't ready for a fake, but now
I mean, you never are.
Yeah, now NC State is keeping this pressure up. Those 2 goals, very fast, quick succession. The second one off of the kickoff, and NC State, this is the first time that they've lost possession so far. So this is Coastal's chance to get back in the lead, and you know they're going for it. And but it looks like NC State gets it past.
I think that might have got in if Shintavian put it on target.
Yeah, I think that was a chance
just
for the
misread
Wolfpack.
a little bit.
Ooh, Chromium into Chappie. They just can't get it in. Both just barely off the crossbar.
Oh man. Yeah, you were holding your breath there if you're Coastal.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a chance. Chromium dunks it in. Teed up by Chappie, and yeah, NC State once again, they tear through the defenses. The first ball is a double commit, and then Chappie gets it past the second, and then it's just an easy dunk there for Chromium.
So now NC State leads 3-2. Match that both teams, well, really only Coastal Carolina needs to win this one. Both teams really want to win it. NC State's ready to get this over with. Coastal needs to stay alive here.
No, yeah, if NC State can end it here in game 3, and Shintavian, just like you said, is ready to end it here and now. Brings the Wolfpack back up by 2 after they were down 0-2 this game. 4 unanswered goals. And yeah, I was saying, Wolfpack, NC State, they want to end it here because if Coastal can get a game that gives them a little bit of momentum, and then if they can win the next one, then all of a sudden the momentum is shifted in Coastal's favor going into a potential game 5. But
no boost.
Oh man, I don't know if that's a lack of boost management or what it is. They just weren't expecting this dunk, and yeah, it looked like
they were able to get up to that.
The Coastal players were playing a little far forward out of net. They didn't seem to have the third man kind of playing on that back post ready to go up for that one, even though they did have the boost for it. So that seems like a potential blunder there for Coastal, that they might be kicking themselves about later. But we will see
Yes.
if NC State lets up on this pressure to the point where it wouldn't matter or not.
Yeah. For now, though, it feels pretty hate to see that. But still a minute 40 left, down 3. Not a great spot, not the worst spot you'll ever be in, though.
Ooh. Nice little team play going on here for NC State. And then another pass back to Shin. Gets it just off the crossbar there. NC State Black, as these games have progressed, their teamwork and team play has just been looking better and better.
I agree. I was supposed to make a comment about that. It seems like they're trying to go for a lot of fancy things. Some of them are working, some of them aren't. But,
yeah. No, yeah, you know, I respect it. They're going for it, even if it means that they might cede the goal. You know, and now it looks like they're going for double commits. I think these players are just feeling themselves, and they're just looking to hit highlights at this point.
that could be the case. You're up 3, a minute left. You know.
Yeah.
You're feeling good
here's
already.
A chance. Shin coming in from, I think, the wrong direction there. Yeah, I think these players, they know that this game is over, and Chappie with maybe the final nail in the coffin for Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
And
I thought we were going to have a really good
goes.
final game, but time went on to just... Man.
Yeah.
Hate to see
NC State Black just... Today, they just seem to be outclassing Coastal.
Yeah, in almost every aspect of the game. Really.
Yeah. I definitely will say, these Coastal players, they are good. They've made some really nice shots. The one dribble pass to get the defender this game. I think it is, yeah, there you see they bumped the teammate. I think it might just be that mental aspect of the team play, that they're just not in sync, and the fast-paced nature of NC State is throwing them off even more, and Shin pops it up.
I think he called himself off on that one and said enough's and...
Yeah.
Let's chill. Which I respect it, you know. This Coastal team obviously looks very frazzled. They are not happy. You know, the emotions are at a very low spot for them.
Oh.
Yikes.
Just as you say that, Shin finds one more to make it 7-2.
Oh, I feel bad now.
Just to make it hurt so much more. And NC State, that was a sweep and a bit of a stomp, honestly.
Yeah, it really
the
was.
Wolfpack.
I don't know, man. I don't know what Coastal could have, like, I don't think there's any one thing that went wrong that would have allowed them to win that. I think it's just, as a whole, they were the worst team. I think that's, I don't mean that like to insult them or anything. They're way better than I am. Just like as a matter of fact, I think they just weren't on the same playing field.
No, yeah. It seemed like the RL Black guys they're just more in sync with each other. They definitely could just be that they've been practicing more together. They've played together more. But yeah, that was a great showing though from the RL Black team. There were definitely a couple missteps with some double commits and things, but honestly, I think you could chalk some of that up to by the end they knew that they were winning, so they were just kind of flexing on them. But yeah, some really nice team play and passes. In that last game, everyone got to the scoring, so it wasn't just a couple players carrying that. It seemed like this RO Black team is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and I'm excited to see them for the rest of the season and what they can do.
But I believe we're going to have an interview here shortly, so stay tuned for that. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right, yeah. All right, welcome back, everybody. We have Chromium Elk from the RL Black team here to do an interview, which is very exciting. Welcome, Chromium. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
So yeah, that was a bit of a stomp. Did you guys expect that you were the favorite coming into this game, or was it kind of you guys just took over?
I think when we went in expecting, I don't think we were expecting to be the favorites. think we were expecting a challenge. And we were just, it felt like we were more prepared and just more aware of where each other were.
Yeah.
Yes, that's something we noticed a lot of. The teamwork seemed much better from you guys. How much practice have you guys had, like, as a team?
We've been playing a lot recently. I think this past weekend we played 3 different sets of scrims.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so definitely a lot of preparation on just time for teamwork and just building up all that. I think it showed today a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I think you guys, like Landon was saying, you guys seem to have good teamwork and you were prepared for the game. The only time that you were down in the whole series was in the beginning of game 3 when they took a 2-0 lead on you. Were you guys, did that affect the mental at all, or were you, because obviously you were able to bounce back, but how did that go in trying to overcome that?
I think we just lost focus and needed to just pause and slow it down.
Yeah, it seems like there were a couple times where maybe you guys started to, when you guys were up, I mean, especially at the end of that third one, did you guys start trying to go for some crazy plays? That's what we were noticing a little bit.
Yeah, we just really wanted to work on our team play together. And so we were really trying to emphasize connecting with each other on the field.
Okay,
no, yeah,
so you saw some cool passes.
You were doing some nice combo plays. It was pretty impressive. So that's going to be it for us. Chromium, do you have anyone that you'd like to shout out before we head out?
Just the entire team. Osir for scrimming with us when other people aren't available. All the teams that we scrimmed to prepare.
All right, sweet. All right. Well, appreciate you for coming out. Congrats on the win. And yeah, that's going to be it for us. We're going to host the C3 esports stream because we're about to have the Rocket League Red team play against UNC, I believe, over there in just a minute. So you can go on over there, support the guys. And yeah, that's it for us. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, but wait. There is Valorant tomorrow. You do need to mention that.
Yeah, that is my bad. We have Valorant tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we might be able to do, I believe Valorant's at 7. And we're going to try to do CS games either on the second channel or after Valorant ends. So we got exciting stuff tomorrow as well. You're not going to want to miss it. But yeah.
Now we can say goodbye.
I think we're good now, yeah.
I will see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, yeah. Peace.